Funding for Jeff on Film is provided by the MacArthur Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, Wilson Brothers Child Caskets, and the Sears Roebuck Foundation. Hey guys, Jeff here with my first in what will hopefully become a regular movie review series. Today we'll be looking at the new movie, Sully.
Texas 1549, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Sully. Sully.
Sully, we're too low.
Sully.
Sully!
Sully. Sully, where are you?
I just got back from seeing Sully, and once again, Warner Brothers is in a rush to turn what could be a great movie into another part of a vastly lucrative cinematic universe. In the rush to establish a launching point for sequels and spin-offs and crossovers, the movie skips past setting up the character's origin. There's enough going on to keep you watching and to keep casual fans entertained, but most people will leave feeling disappointed, wondering why they would ignore so much of the source material. This movie could not have strayed further from the original DC Comics. Clint Eastwood's directing bears no resemblance to the fast-paced adventure of the Captain Sully comics. In fact, the movie only has one major action sequence, one that is over far too quickly. Writer Todd Komanicki has written a dismal story that sees Sully Sullenberger caught in an investigation that puts his reputation on the line after heroically saving a plane full of passengers. The ham-fisted evoking of 9/11 is a far cry from the lighthearted Captain Sully and his Eagle Commandos comics of the 40s and 50s. This movie actually takes place at the end of Sully Sullenberger's career, decades after his military service. Introducing Sully to movie audiences as an older man at the end of his career seems like a mistake. For years, people have named Tom Hanks as their top pick to play Sully, but at this point, he's just too old. This new DC Comics cinematic universe has inexplicably set up Ben Affleck's Batman as a weary, aging Bruce Wayne near the end of his career, and we'll be stuck with that version rather than a younger one for the foreseeable future. And now we'll also be stuck with Tom Hanks and his post-military, post-CIA, semi-retired commercial pilot version of Sully in the next 7 or 8 DC movies, or until they realize that this is a mistake and reboot both franchises. And much like how Man of Steel failed to develop Superman supporting characters like Jimmy Olsen, Sully features zero of the Eagle Commandos from the original comics. Leaving out Sully's now painfully dated, if not flat-out racist sidekick Ching Chong seems like a very wise choice, but the character of Sully's wife Lorraine Sullenberger is nothing like the secret agent and marksman she's portrayed as in the comics. The plane crash sequence is directly lifted from the now famous Miracle on the Hudson comic miniseries from 1989. But aside from a few distractingly obvious winks to the audience, it's never made clear whether the plane is possessed by the supervillain known as the Evil Aviator, like it was in the original miniseries. Anyone sticking around after the movie, expecting a post-credits sequence featuring Sully being recruited to join the Justice League, will be just as disappointed as I was. Why introduce the Suicide Squad before introducing the villains separately in their own movies, fighting their arch-enemies? Why reintroduce Batman to audiences as someone comfortable with guns and not afraid to kill when the Nolan movies worked so hard to establish that not killing people is Batman's one rule? Why introduce Superman as someone feared by the world instead of their champion? Why start Sully Sullenberger off as a man racked with fear and self-doubt? It all feels rushed and it all feels wrong. Hopefully future sequels to the DC Cinematic Universe will correct all of this, and future movies will give us the Sully Sullenberger that fans deserve. Okay, make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.